the single most awesome thing Halo Reach has given us has to be assassinations. It has to be. They are the coolest things ever. I mean, I don't know, actually, no, I'll straight up say, I don't know any game that does do something like assassinations. But I mean, I can't go back to Halo 3 because Halo 3 is simply just completely, it's just different in every single way. I mean, you look at like a Team Slayer game, it's, you know, run for the power weapons, and that's it. And then you just shooting. But with Halo Reach, you know, I can find places to go to with, you know, camouflage, hide there, and just assassinate people over and over, and it's just so much fun. To be honest, I've already recorded this before, and it was like 8 minutes of me just talking about assassinations, and then Audacity crashed. Ugh. So I'll try to make the short version of it. Basically, I mean, there's multiple ways to assassinate. There are, I want to say 25 ways at the very least. I know there's a video somewhere. Just type in Halo Reach assassinations, and there should be one that, even in the description, it'll say, you know, all 28 or 29 assassinations or something. I'm not sure if there's been more created since then. I doubt it. But I mean, there's just different ways based on if you're jumping, if they're jumping, if you're running. I'm not sure if there's one if they're running. If you're an elite and they're sparring, if they're an elite and you're sparring, if you're both sparrings, if you're both elites. I mean, it changes on different. It changes for, you know, different things, and there's just so many cool ones. I mean, now I wouldn't say you should get this game just for assassinations because you know, you're not going to get many kills. I mean, unless you're a fucking pro. But I mean, if you love sneaking around though and doing it, then go for it. I mean, that's what I do. If I'm not doing good at, you know, if I'm not doing good at sniping or SWAT or something, I'll just go into a game and try my best to get a game where I can use active camo and just assassinate all day. It's fun as hell. It really is. Assassinations are truly one of the greatest things to ever be brought into this game at all. And that's really all I got for it. That's the shortest version I can do for you. So, last up, since we are getting close to the end of this, we got enemies, the Covenant, the Brutes. The first thing I want to say is thank God for no Flood. There was no Flood in ODST, no Flood in Reach, and thank God. If you don't know the Flood, then you've never played a Halo game before, because Halo 1 through 3 had the Flood, and Halo 3 is the only one that did it right, where you could actually melee them to death. Halo 1 and 2, you could not melee a Flood to death. Well, the little popping ones, obviously, but it might have been just more of them popping on your fist, not you breaking them. Not really sure, though. Actually, no, I think you could melee the popping ones. The little ones, that is. But the fleshy ones that actually attacked with claws or guns, you could not melee them to death in Halo 1 and 2. But Halo 3, they fixed that. Thank God, because I've always wondered how it would be to go through a Halo game just meleeing. Can't really do that in Halo 1. Well, you probably could do it in Halo 1 or 2. I'm not real sure. Not sure if there's any Flood you have to kill, but it'd be hard as hell. And then Halo 3 would be much easier. And ODST didn't have them, and neither did Halo Reach. So what did Halo Reach have? Well, we got the regular Covenant. The elites were turned into these, enemies that you feared again. I'm not really sure if you feared them in Halo 1 much. I know they said something like they in Halo Reach they wanted to make elites as the big fearing, the creatures that made you cower and fear like they did in Halo 1 or something like that. But in Halo Reach they actually are pretty damn powerful. Annoyingly, like the worst weapon that they can have against you is the concussion rifle. Annoyingly, this weapon does not work well for you. When you use it, it's more of a when you hit people with it, it just kind of pushes them. That's it. It's irritating because when they use it, it just rapes you. But grunts, of course, are just the same. They're the same methane-breathing little pricks. They're still suicide grunts. I'm not sure. Were there suicide grunts in Halo 1? I don't remember. I'm not sure about Halo 2. Halo 3, I know there was. ODST, I'm pretty sure there was. Halo Reach, obviously there are. Suicide grunts are just they're grunts. It's so funny. I saw this grunt. It looked like he grabbed towards his belt and he just yanked his arms out like he wants a hug. and he just lights the two grenades, and he runs at you. I'm like, fuck. It's just so funny. And then we were introduced to skirmishers. Ugh. Skirmishers they're basically jackals, but fast and annoying as fuck. And especially the ones with little shields on both their arms, because I always have the misfortune of shooting the shields more often. I guess that's what they're meant for, but it's so irritating. They're fat. Like I said, they're fast little fuckers. I mean, if you miss once, like if there's a crowd of them and you miss once, they'll scatter every which way, and it's so irritating. And then I call them just bugs. I think they're buggers or whatever. The little fuckers are here too. A lot of people, before Reach came out, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, they're not, drones. Drones aren't, like, oh yeah, drones aren't in this game. Yeah, right, yes they are. They are in this game. They're as annoying as they always have been. I hate them. They can go rot in hell. Then Hunters really aren't as scary as I thought they'd be, because from what I hear, I want to say it's if the gravity is like big time gravity, like it's higher than it is here. Like there's, obviously there's there's no gravity on the moon, so you can jump like crazy, and then Earth's gravity's, I don't know. Anyway, I was pretty sure I read somewhere that Reach's gravity is stronger, therefore Hunters are supposed to be bigger or something, but they're not that big. Granted, they're annoying as hell to fight at times, but they're not all that big, so they weren't as scary as I thought they'd be. And not very shockingly, the scariest things really just are the elites, especially the end ones. And oh my god, I hate the end ones. And then brutes, of course, are there, but brutes are so fucking easy this game. Halo 2 introduced brutes, and I did not like them in the least. Or no, was it Halo 2? Or was it Halo 3? I don't remember anymore. No, it was Halo 2, yeah. So after the Prophet died, the brutes started taking it over. That's where you fight the Chieftain as the end boss. The only game that did an end boss. I was kind of annoyed by that. And Halo 3 had brutes, Halo DST had brutes, Halo Reach does, but the elites are more of the threat. Brutes are just kind of, they're funny. They are. Because most brutes are very simple to take down. Let's see, did they add anything else? Any new? I thought I can remember. I should get into vehicles as well. They got a couple new ones there. But anyway, so the only truly annoying enemies are the end game elites. The very last room, right before you get in the Mac cannon. I think it's the Mac cannon anyway, a Mac gun, whatever. And there's like 4 or 5 elites in there. Oh, holy hell. I remember my first playthrough was on Heroic. I never even finished on Heroic because I got to the last level. It pissed me off. I could not get past the elites. And so, at this point I wasn't doing the noob combo. I didn't even think of it. So I went to normal mode. So, let's move on to vehicles real quick. The only one I can really talk about that I care for, because they got rid of what? They got rid of the Hornet and brought in the Falcon. They're like the same fucking things, all I see. I didn't use the Hornet all that much in Halo 3. But the Falcon's just bleh. I don't really care for it. And then they have I'm trying to think of what the name is. It's not a Wraith. Revenant. There we go. It's like, it's faster than a Wraith and it's stronger than a Wraith almost. It's kind of irritating. But not much really on the vehicle side. So, anyway, moving on to Legendary. Legendary difficulty. The thing that I just beat on December 31st. I beat it with about an hour until New Year's. I was so happy. I wanted to beat the game on Legendary Solo before 2011. I did it. I'm very proud. So, Legendary for this game. From what I've been hearing from everyone, is that Legendary is the easiest on Halo Reach. Well, I've heard that ODST is the easiest with Reach right next to it. And I hope that's not the case, because Reach, it wasn't it wasn't like difficult to the point where I was just pissed. Because I mean, Heroic was actually harder than Legendary for me, because Heroic was my first time through, first time seeing everything. By the time I got to Legendary Solo, I knew where everything was. I knew what to do. But most levels are very easy. You got Winter Contingency. You can just run past everything, basically. Actually, just about, yeah. Most of the beginning area, and then we get in the truck to drive around. You can drive right to If you drive to the second point that I always went to as the second point, you drive to that first and then go to the first point as the second point, and they are instantly picked up, so you avoid killing a lot of stuff there. Then just stay in the truck and run shit over. After that, it's very simple. Second level is probably one of the most annoying ones, but still pretty doable. If anything, just get the Wraith and you're done. I'm not kidding. Just get the Wraith and you're basically done with that level. It's pretty easy from there on out. Third level, you can skip most of it. You can beat the third level in about 5 minutes, which is June's level, the sniping one. I'm not gonna go through all the levels, but and basically there's little tricks you can do throughout each of them, which is very easy. I mean, it's disturbingly easy at times. But I have to say, once you beat this game on Legendary, you'll feel proud. I kid you not. When I got up on that MAC gun and shot the laser, and it was like, boom, achievement earned, all of your sins or whatever, I kid you not, I stood up, and I was just fucking proud. I mean, there's almost no better feeling than that one, really. Not much more to say. A monument to all your sins. That's the achievement. I mean, I was just fucking proud. I was. Every single person I've talked to, they said, as soon as they got done, they were fucking happy. They were proud to have gotten it, because it was not like, it was easy, but at the same time, I mean, there's still times where you die and you're like, God damn it. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I have to say, this game is damn to be fun on a Legendary, especially with all the stuff you can do to get past multiple things. So, let's see what else is there. I could go through Mythic difficulty with you guys, but if you want to know about Mythic, go, I'll actually link it in this video description, where you can go just check out Mythic stuff. Mythic is basically Legendary with every skull on. All skulls Legendary, not one death. Yeah. It's that impossible. But again, the topic I'll link you is for Mythic Tyrant, and I have actually a special set of videos for his stuff too. I've already chatted with him about it, and he's given me. I had to ask for permission first, just felt odd if I didn't. But so I'll be doing his videos soon. I'm just downloading all of his whole Mythic run. I'm downloading. So it'll be good quality Halo. Don't worry, it'll be good quality. I'm just gonna add some commentary over it, over basically just what he's doing and everything like that. So I don't think there's anything much more to talk about for this game. I think I've hit just about everything. But this game, it's worthy of playing. Anyone who sits there and says it's a terrible game, they're just a hater of the series in general. This is the best game of the series. I mean, like I said, I cannot go back to Halo 3, because Halo 3 is just run and gun. This game, though, you can, whatever you want to do for fun, you can fucking do it. I mean, there's multiple different playlists. The rank system I find to be perfect. The credit system's great. The armors you can get are awesome. It's just a fucking amazing game. I might be a fanboy, but I don't give a shit. I might be biased in every single way, but I don't care. This is a long series of videos, but I'm gonna end it here because I'm getting to 15 minutes here. But I give this game not a 10 out of 10 for certain reasons. I'll give it an 8 or 9. It's a definite game that if you have not played it, I recommend you go and get it right now and get it and just fucking play it. At least campaign. So that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the very near future.